Hai, Assalamualaikum. Nama saya Datuk Syakani binti Rahim. I'm from DEM 0321-035. Today I'm going to present you definition of murder. So the first one is fact of the case. The case was began when the two siblings were living together abroad. Farah and Amir used to live with their parents in New York, but now they are back in Malaysia for a better offer. It all started when their father passed down an oil and gas company to their older sister. During their staycation at Petaling Jaya, they had to go all the way to Kuala Lumpur where their company located. Their relationship between these two siblings has been tense ever since their father favored Farah more than Amir. It started when Farah had to help the position on their company because of their father's decision. During that time, Amir had a very high hope in this prison, instead of her sister who was still enjoying his young time. Then they had no choice but to act of the position. Amir still had envy feeling towards her sister all throughout the year. Amir has bottled up his anger and wanted to get revenge. With the time they had, Amir had intention to kill her brother in order to get a position he thought he deserved. After all this year, Amir finally had the chance to get his revenge that has been planning him this whole time. It went like this where Amir stated that Farah sent him to run errands to get him a Panadol at convenience store at 10 p.m. After 2 hours, he come back and found out that Farah is already dead in her room. Based on his statement, Amir said that the door was locked and he can't go through, so the only way to get in by the window. When he entered the room, he saw her sister on the floor, the blood all over him, and mentioned that her sister's body already in cool state. When the police arrived at their house, they directly follow-up investigation with the health forensic team and others who are related. After gathering all the evidence and proved that finally had a conclusion where all the statement is young.
Hi, my name is Norani Pratewi. My ID's number DEM03211013. I will talk about the sketch of the plan. As you can see, the drawing there are on the marks made as clues, which are the evidence present in the room where the victim is. In the first glance, which has the alphabets of A letters, there is a primary evidence used for the murder of the victims. While on the letters B is the victim blood found on the floor and the door. On the letter D has an unidentified fingerprints on the window. There is also suspicious evidence on the letter E, which is a sheet strewn on the bed. And the C signs, there is a medicines and a water on the table. In addition, the other evidence we found on the room is laptop, table, and the chairs. That's all. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nur Safika Liza binti Abdullah. I'm a present about the photographer. On 2 January 2022 at 10 p.m, a murder has already taken place at Penthouse Petaling Jaya, Selangor. Police arrived at the scene at 1 a.m. to investigate the murder. The victim was also pronounced dead at the scene due to injuries to the back of his head. On the victim also leaked a lot of blood. The second is the victim only lived with her sister in the house. Her younger sister lodged a police report after learning her sister had died. The informant of the house where the victim lived is safe because the house did not have good security feature. For the outdoor area of the victim house, there is not CCTV and guide. How control to home environment? It is also possible for outside to enter. Victim body will be taken to hospital for expert and want to know the cause of the death. On 12 January 2022, the forensic team confirmed the case of death of the victim was due to serious injuries to the back of the victim head as a result of gunshot, and victim blood began a spot at the entrance to the room and on the floor adjacent to the table. For forensic team also took a blood sample of the victim to identify to the age of the blood. After the test was done, the forensic team confirmed the blood linked to the table near the bed. The service type of medication have been opened by the victim, but the victim did not have time to eat because there was a fight between the. He was also said to be unwell and in need of rest. Forensic consult test the skin to find evidence. A cup of water on the table near the inside of the room is still full and not disturbed at all. According to the evidence given, the victim wanted to take makeup because he was unwell. The forensic team confirmed the table as well as the item on the table of obtained evidence. After the test, the forensic team was able to detect some fingerprints belonging to the victim and the killer. Team holding a weapon as the victim committed suicide and not the organ of harm naked. That was the killer went, so the police don't know that the victim was killed. In addition, forensic have also brought the weapon to the library of because that like there was someone with the victim before the murder happened. The police and forensic are also trying to pinpoint him by finding the details of the killer.
So the next one is the exhibit of the case. An exhibition is a document or other thing showing to a witness and a reference to by a witness in evidence. In criminal procedure investigation Act 1996, which any police officer investigation or the alleged crimes has duty to record and retain material that may be relevant to the investigation. So first of all, we need to identify what the important things such as history of suspect, DNA relationship, and history of victim. This is the list that I've been showing in the court. At the same time, while looking for evidence, we need to packaging the side pitch wisely so that we didn't ruin our proof and trace. But the first one picture of the glass of water, it belongs to victim and medicine which are Panadol. Letters on the table will suspect that victim wants to eat the medicine. Suddenly his younger brother enter the room and they start a big argument. So we collect the evidence to showing that even though her brother claims he just came from convenience store, but we believe a glass of water still didn't touch. Which means if no one interrupt her that time, the water shouldn't less than half. In addition, we also capture picture of the windows that where we found the DNA of her younger brother. The information examination of DNA variation can provide clues about where a person ancestor might have come from about relationship between families. Furthermore, a picture of a pool of blood and a strand of hair.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Inayah bin Arifin. I want to present about finding of the case. On January 12, 2022, Amir was charged with murdering his brother with intent. Police and forensic obtained evidence proving Amir killed his brother. Further, Amir's case will be taken to court for trial to find out more about the reason. On January 40, 2022, Amir was brought to court and began the trial of the murder case of his brother. In the trial, it was explained that Amir killed his brother because he was jealous of his brother. This is because his father presented Amar compared Amir, and his father often paid more attention to Amar. Therefore, Amir was jealous of the matter. Next, Amir has kept his vindictive nature toward Amar and wait for the time to take revenge. Clearly, Amir again, he killed his brother to get the desired position in the company. And lastly, Amir was taken to prison and accepted as punishment until he was released.
In conclusion, I found out that the case defined as a smoking gun, where the younger brother gave a false statement, saying that his sister got murdered after he arrived right away from the convenience store. Smoking gun evidence can be critical in criminal trial. So talking about a murder, there are certain kind of culture where they got influenced by their surrounding in society. Also, one of the causes this happen where there is no good guidance from parents. Basically, we don't want to blame one side, but so obviously they going in this kind of family. A good parents will bring a happy family. That is why don't simply be in kind of behavior, because it will take where it should be. Furthermore, we declare that her younger brother had an intention to a murder. He also can be charged for a murder causes the victim's death. He also had the intent of the kill because after due investigation in the he can apply by his action. Where there are so many proof and evidence from the crime scene showing that Trace can murder on her own.